This video covers Learning Objective 4, Construct Financial Statements and Analyze the Relationships Among Them, in Chapter 1, the Financial Statements. This video is part 4 of 4 videos for this learning objective. This video focuses on the statement of cash flows. So let's get started. There are 4 financial statements. The statements are prepared in the order of the income statement, the statement of retained earnings, the balance sheet, and finally the statement of cash flows. Coming up, we will be walking through the basic construction of the statement of cash flows. The statement of cash flows is designed to answer the question, how much cash did the company generate and spend during the period? This statement reports cash flows from operating, investing, and financing activities, which we will talk about in a later chapter. This statement shows how much each of these type of activities added to or decreased cash and cash equivalents. The statement covers a period of time, such as a year or quarter, so it is titled for period ending. Operating cash flows are the most important indicator on the statement of cash flows. It shows whether the company is generating cash from its operations or the reason that it is in business. The statement also shows the ending balance of cash and cash equivalents, which is also on the balance sheet. Now let's look at an actual statement of cash flows for Facebook. Like the other 3 statements, the statement of cash flows starts with the company name at the top, followed by the statement title and the date line. Because the statement of cash flows covers a period of time, the date line will be for year ended December 31st or whatever date range the statement covers. Next, we see that the dollars on this statement are in millions. This statement that we are going through now has been highly condensed, so we are just seeing totals here. The first section of the statement of cash flows is the section on cash flows provided by operating activities. In an actual statement, we would see detail of those operating cash flows. Next, the cash flows from investing activities would be presented, followed by the cash flows from financing activities. We see a line here that is an adjustment line. I have this here because I had to summarize Facebook's statement of cash flows, which in real life has much more detail than presented here. So this adjustment to reconcile does not mean anything other than a plug figure I used to make this summarized statement tie out to the real statement. The next line has the net total of the 3 cash flows activities. This net is added or subtracted from the beginning of period cash and cash equivalents balance to finally arrive at the ending balance of cash and cash equivalents. Once again, we see that a single underline is drawn under numbers that are to be totaled, and at the end, we see the double underline to show that the statement is done. By the way, do not use this statement for investing purposes. It has been greatly condensed from its real-life counterpart here. Okay then, we have finished our walkthrough of the statement of cash flows. Now we have a few knowledge check questions coming up to test your understanding of this material. After I read each question, pause the video and try to answer it. Once you restart the video, I will be walking through the answer for that question. Let's go. The first question asks, which statement reports assets, liabilities, and equity at the end of the year? The choices are income statement, statement of retained earnings, balance sheet, or statement of cash flows. The answer is the balance sheet. The balance sheet is the only statement that reports balances as of one particular date. The other 3 statements each cover a period of time such as a year or a quarter. The second question asks, which statement or statements include the ending balance of cash and cash equivalents? The choices are the 4 statements: the income statement, the statement of retained earnings, the balance sheet, and the statement of cash flows. The answer is that there are 2 statements that include the ending balance of cash and cash equivalents: the balance sheet and the statement of cash flows. That concludes our review of the statement of cash flows. Thanks for watching.